Tingles with flyby. Daily ASMR videos. Hello, my tinglings, and welcome to the new look for Tingledom. I am so excited about everything that I've been able to do with my channel. All thanks to every single one of you for watching my videos. You're what has made all of this ambience possible. I was thinking the other day about what I wanted. Well, back up. So, some of you will know I've been doing a bit of a collaboration with 3 other gentlemen ASMRtists who do map videos. Well, one of them is Let's Find Out ASMR, and he has recently jumped up about 10,000 subscribers. And so I was curious as to what really had changed on his channel. And looking at his channel visually, it became very clear where the difference was. And it was in his thumbnails. If you actually look at the content, I think a lot of it is much the same. But the thumbnails look very different. And he uses a lot of kind of thematic images for his videos. I'm trying to think how to describe what I mean. So I mean, if he's talking about the pyramids in Egypt, what I would tend to do is, if I was looking through a book about Egypt, then I might show you a screenshot from the video and maybe put some text or that sort of thing on top of it. But he's started doing kind of stylized art images of the pyramids that don't really appear in the video at all, but give you that feel of the pyramids, and that's what this is about. And so when you click on the video and you're talking to a really nice gentleman and hearing him talk about the pyramids, you're going to be happy with what you found. Anyway, so it's convinced me that I probably would benefit from paying a little bit more attention to the visual component of my videos. And for those of you who have been, dying for me to do something with my eyebrows, no, that's not what I'm talking about. That's never going to happen. Well, actually, the funny thing that I thought of was, I was like, okay, well, maybe if my channel's at like a particular size, fairly large, then I could run like a donation drive pitting like, yes, I should do something, no, I should not do something with my eyebrows. And it could be for charity, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's a funny idea. I don't know if I'll ever do it because I don't really want to disturb my eyebrows, so I don't really want to put that out there. But, you know, if it was a cause I really cared about, then, you know, maybe that'd be worth it. But I don't have enough interest right now to generate the kind of money that I think would be worth it for me to give to a cause or something like that. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So, anyway, so I've been thinking about that, and one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was creating a more relaxing and ambient vibe. Now, some of you may have noticed in my viewers appreciation video that this wood behind me is actually already made a debut. And you'd be right. But it wasn't quite as apparent because I had a painting stuck on it. But I'm so excited. I'm just looking at it behind you. And then I also got this little, can I reach it? A bit awkward. Salt lamp, which is gorgeous. And we will spend a video looking at that in more detail. Don't worry about that. Might do just even, I want to do a sales video. I love sales videos. But I'd like to do, you know, just kind of a play relaxation, and probably only the light of the lamp itself would light the video. Whatever would actually make it look the best, but kind of that would be the primary light, because I think it makes some nice sounds, and we could kind of do a little meditation with it. Anyway, so that was so thinking about that, one of the conclusions I drew was that for a channel that focuses on relaxation, that the relaxation should be the primary motivator, whereas my own vanity, I think, has gotten in the way just a little bit, in that, you know, black and gray and white and red are very good colors for me personally, and kind of make me look the best. But yeah, I guess for me, I think I should be second in importance behind the relaxation of the video. And so that's what I'm trying to craft, some more relaxing vibes. Now this video will, I'm going to put it out in just a couple of days, so it will come out long before all the videos that I've done have come out, although I'm not actually that far ahead. But anyway, so there'll still be videos with the old kind of a color scheme, a heads up. Wednesday, I'm going to be asking for your help. I need your help. So I hope you'll watch that video and give me help. Anyway, so I have been thinking about I'm still keeping the same name. So when I say rebranding, I mean kind of all the things around. So I'll probably do a bit of a different avatar, channel art. I want to do a new intro, which probably won't be ready for this video. You'll know better than me whether it is, because I haven't exactly decided what it's going to be, so I'd say that'll probably be to be determined and to come at a later date. But I want to have more kind of, a little bit of green elements, salt lamp, candles, plants, those sort of wood, sort of those really relaxing and just really nice elements that make things feel cushy and lovely and just relaxing. So that's kind of my goal and what I'm working on right now. But this is kind of the first introduction to phase 1, which is my new background. I still have the gray, and I'll probably still use it for particular things that it would suit, but I want to get something else, I think, for kind of my luxury vibe, which is, because I think, kind of how I see it is, this will be kind of my new default vibe, which should just be, just kind of soothing and relaxing, kind of a default. So if we're just having a chat or just my base role plays will probably be in front of this. May or may not have the salt lamp depending on the video. Like, we're probably not going to have salt lamps in restaurants, but we probably could have this wood. But it's also got me thinking about doing, that was something I was thinking about, was trying to do like a sauna video, because I was like, that wood looks to me just like I'm in a sauna. So that's on my mind. Yeah. But obviously, the vibe of the videos is kind of one thing, and then my thumbnails are another. So I'm thinking for my thumbnails, because what I've been doing is I'll kind of do them at the same time as editing a video and base it off of a clip from within the video, something like that. But I'm thinking I might kind of batch them together and do like a photo shoot with my nice camera and try and do like 7 at a time and really spend, like an hour or 2 working on my thumbnails to really get a nice kind of crafted look, but just subtle. And I really like my font right now, which I'm not going to reveal what my font is, but I really like the font that I use, but it's not really, anyway, right now I'm still keeping my font, but I am considering doing something different with that. But yeah, I am super excited about this. So basically, so on Sunday I was shopping for like 5 or 6 hours, going around to all these different hardware stores and figuring out, these boards were actually one of the first things I saw, and I thought, hey, those look actually really affordable. But I wasn't quite sure how I would get them to stand up, because I need it to be a certain height behind me, because I can't just be on the floor. And so, well, I could just lay on the floor. Maybe our new videos should just be me laying on the floor. I did actually get a carpet in here, so we could do that. Anyway, so that was kind of my first thing, but I hadn't figured out how I wanted to put them together. So I kept looking to see if there was anything else that kind of obviously stood out for how to do it. And I looked at a few different things. I looked at this little bamboo thing, but it had this really ugly black rope in it, and it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. But that was probably the closest thing. And I just kept dreaming and dreaming of these boards behind me, because I was just like, they're so gorgeous, but they're also really affordable. So then we looked up a video on YouTube. My love was looking up kind of wooden photography backgrounds. And this woman talked about how she made this photography background, and it was kind of like a picnic board, and she stained it and all this. But the part that was really key was that she took these boards and then she just used wood glue to glue something to the back of them. And I was like, I could do that with my boards. So we went back to the hardware store, picked up 2 of these, and then picked up like a fence post, but one that's like about that thick, or deep, I think is how you call it. But anyway, and so then, and not the ones with like any fancy things, just a square top. And then I glued them to the back. And when I've done anything with wood glue before, I don't have clamps. And so I used these, what would you call them? They're kind of little belts with a buckle. We use them to attach our kayaks to the car. Anyways, I was going to try and use that, but kept moving the posts in, and I wanted them to stay to the edge. So then my love and I ended up standing on top of these little fence boards, which are about that wide for us to stand on, so kind of like a little balance beam. We stood on those for an hour on Monday, so that they would get a really nice seal, and then we let them cure for 24 hours after that. But my legs were so sore afterwards, it was crazy, but it was pretty fun. Anyway, and then when I brought it in here, I took a picture, and some of you might have seen I put it up on my Facebook page and also my Patreon. excited because it's just got a really nice kind of organic, it gives me like a cabin in the woods away from everything type vibe. And I don't know if you know, but I record in my walk-in closet as my little studio. And so there's a door right behind where you are, and I open that door, and then right out there is my bed. And so if I leave the door open, I can look in here. And Tuesday night, when I first brought the background in here, I just kept staring at it, and I still actually keep just looking in. My eyes are so drawn to it because it just looks so pretty, I think. And it's just like exactly what I was looking for, so I'm really, really happy with it. And yeah, so my next thing is I've ordered, and I'm gonna pick up tomorrow a new table. I don't know, I've been using a music stand, which was probably a bad idea in the first place because I don't think it was actually that cheap to get. When I'm looking at all these other things that I could have gotten that would have worked better, that probably would have been about the same price. But anyway, you live and learn. But I have it anyway. I'm really excited about it. It's a bamboo topped table, but it's foldable, so it folds up, so I can just tuck it out of the way when I'm not using it. And then it has variable length legs, so I can get it to sit however I want it to sit. So I can sit it really low, and then maybe, prop my salt lamp up on a shelf on top of that or something like that. But I'm excited for that because I think it'll be nice to have kind of a little bit of uniformity. But the other thing that'll be nice is, one of the other things I've been dreaming of is getting a piece of marble so that I could do like a really kind of luxurious feel. And so I was like, oh, well, if I have a table that's actually sturdy, then I could put a little piece of marble on top of there, hopefully really thin. So that's my next dream, is a very thin piece of marble. But then also when I end up getting a microscope towards the end of the year, hopefully, I will have something to actually set the microscope on. Because I've been kind of worried about that right now, because I've thought I can't put it on the music stand because I can't put a really expensive piece of equipment up on this music stand, and then what if it falls down and breaks? Would be really bad. So I won't be doing that. But yeah, so it'd be alerted. I'm like, not forewarned, because it's a happy thing. Consider yourself announced too that there is going to be a bit of a new look with my channel, but I think it gets more in line with, everything that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you relax and feel good, and so I want to try and craft that feel in the look that we have as well. So I'm excited. I hope you all like the new background. had only been talking for like 10 minutes, and this is going to be a really short video for you. But now that I've said that, I owe you a bit more time, don't I? I don't know what I'm going to say, but see, the other thing I've been thinking about is some candles. But once I found this ideal table, that kind of took the rest of the money that I have right now for my channel. But, oh well, and besides I ordered a couple maps, but they were only like $2 a piece. Some really cheap maps, but I'm so excited about them. I think they'll be really cool. Oh, and the other thing I want to do now is print out the map of Tingledom, like on kind of old-fashioned type looking paper, so I could, put it behind me and it would match the color scheme. Oh, maybe print it in brown ink. That would be very pretty. Yeah, I really like that idea. So, we'll see if I can get that done. But, yeah, so I've got a lot of things kind of running through my head, but, well, so on Saturday, I made this list with my love of kind of all the different things I wanted to do. And it was really good, instead of storing all those things as kind of a list in my head, to actually get them written down. So then I could just focus on one at a time. So then that's when I got the background was my first thing, because I thought, well, if I'm going to do new intros, new outros, then I should have a background to do them on first. And so that's what I did. So yeah, very happy. And yeah, so you'll be seeing a few new things probably coming in over the next couple months. And you could consider yourself on the inside scoop. Particularly those who are watching still this late in the video. It's not as many as the number of views, so you are special, and I appreciate you. And I am tired. I may go to bed soon, or I may go record that salt lamp video, because that does sound cool too. We'll see. But I do thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the new vibe on the channel. Anyway, content will still be pretty much the same, just dressed up a little bit